What is the one thing that you have to do to become rich? What is the first step that everyone has to take in order to become rich? Welcome to this episode of Rich Beyond Your Wildest Dreams. I am Anshul Bajaj. I'm an All India rank holder, chartered accountant turned serial entrepreneur, and I am on a mission to help people be financially free and be rich in their lives. In this episode, I want to share the one thing that you have to have in order to become rich. So there was this one question that I was searching an answer for a long time. That what is the first step? What is the one thing that everyone must have to do in order to be rich? And I was asking this question, I was reading in the books about it, and then I just pondered upon. So if you want to be rich in life, if you really want to be rich in life, this is the number one thing. And that is, you ought to have a deep desire to be rich. Yes, you have to have a deep desire in your heart, in your mind, in your soul that you want to become rich in life. People don't have what they want because they don't know what they want. So if this is the deep desire, and what happens is that it's not about hoping to be rich. It's not about wishing that you could be rich. It's a deep desire that you have to be rich, that you are rich. And that's what moves things. If you think about it, everyone in the world who has done certain things that were not done earlier, everyone who's achieved certain things have been able to do it because they had this deep desire. Edmund Hillary, the person who climbed Mount Everest for the first time, had this deep desire within himself. Mother Teresa, she had no resources, but she had the deep desire of helping out. And that's what created everything. So it's not about mere hoping. It's not about mere wishing that, I shall become rich one day. That, I want to be rich. If you ask people, do you want to be rich? Do you want to live a life of productivity? And everyone will say yes. But if you ask them that are they really, do they deeply desire it? And you'll see the answer, because what shows up in conversation, the expectation shows up in how they behave in their life. And if you look at their behavior, you will see that they don't really have a deep desire to be rich. If you ask them, do you want this kind of house? Do you want this kind of car? They'll of course say yes. But how much of their time are they willing to put to have that wish fulfilled? And the answer is very little. The answer is very little. So that's what I learned. I read about it in the books, and one book that has been the historical book on becoming rich is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill says that you have to have deep desire. And how does deep desire comes? It comes by repetition. It comes by again and again looking at your goal again and again, thinking it in your mind again and again, feeling it within yourself. And you come to a stage which Napoleon Hill calls at the money consciousness. What does he call it? He calls it money consciousness. And what is money consciousness? According to Napoleon Hill, and this I have personally experienced in my life, that when you keep thinking about certain things, when you keep repeating certain things, and you do it with the sense of belief, then you come to a stage where you feel that this thing is actually done for me. ये तो मेरे साथ already हो चुका है. That is the stage of money consciousness. It's like you keep thinking about it. And once you keep thinking about it, you will come to a stage called money consciousness, where you will feel that it's already done for you, that you're already in possession of that money. And once that happens, that creates that deep desire. And Napoleon Hill calls it as the burning desire. He calls it as the burning desire. And how do you create burning desire? You create it through repetition. So two things you really need to have. One is desire. Another is belief. You have to have that belief that it can happen for you, that it is possible for you, that if people have become rich in life, you can become rich in life. If you have these two things, the next thing that you need is repetition. What do you need? Please repeat after me. Repetition. Yes, you have to focus your energy on that desire. Yes. So, whatever you give your focus to, where focus goes, energy flows. And if you keep focusing on that desire, that energy will flow to that desire and things will start happening for you. Certain events will happen for you. You will attract certain circumstances in your life. What happens is, and this is a deep sense of loss which is there among people, is they don't have the desire. People are not rich because they don't want to be rich. They don't really want to be rich. If you ask them, they'll say, of course, yes. But if you look at their behavior, where they're putting their time, then they will not be rich. Do you know, if you want to really be rich, you'll read about rich people. You'll learn about them. Like Warren Buffett, he read till the age of 11 years, he had read all the books on money and investing in the Nebraska library. This is a deep desire. At the age of 11, he already planted that seed in his mind. And you know, Earl Nightingale used to say it, that the opposite of cowardice is not, the opposite of courage is not cowardice, it's conformity. People conform to their circumstances, people conform to their beliefs, people conform to their lifestyle. You know, people say, I am, what they subconsciously are thinking, that I am born with these circumstances, this is my family, this is my siblings, this is the job my parents are doing, this is the business my parents are doing, and I am born to be like this way. This is what they subconsciously feel, and that's why they don't break that. They don't break that circle, they don't come out of that. And that conformity, that makes you a coward. Yes, that conformity makes you a coward. See, you have to really come out of your comfort zone. You have to really come out of your comfort zone. You have to, and what do you have to do as part of that action plan is, you have to decide on the amount of money you want to earn. The number one step is deciding on the amount of money you want to earn. Are you ready for this? Yes? Are you really ready for this? So decide that how much money you want to earn. The second thing is, you have to create a mental image of this. You have to create a mental image of this. See, one thing you have to understand, our mind thinks in terms of images. Our mind thinks in terms of images. For example, if I take certain words, for example, car, if I call out the name of your mother, if I say the color black, what will happen is certain pictures will come in your mind. And our mind thinks in terms of images. So whatever amount of money you have decided to earn, you have to create a mental image of it. For example, one of the examples of mental image can be looking at your bank statement and thinking that this money is already credited in your account. Another example is looking at your investment statement and thinking how much money you are investing every month. Another example or another thing could be looking at the text message you receive when your bank account is credited. And there can be many more examples. For example, there can be a mental image of the car you would be driving if you earn this much money. So you have to create a mental image. So step 1, think about the amount of money you want to earn. Step 2, make a mental image. And the third step is repetition. Third step is repetition. You have to again and again feed your mind with this idea. So you have to write it down that I am so happy that I earn rupees this, I earn this every month. And you have to repeat it. You have to say it out loud. That's what they call as affirmations. And you have to subconsciously imagine it. You have to visualize it. You have to do this again and again till you come in the state of money consciousness. And once that state happens for you, magic will start happening. You'll attract the people, you'll attract the circumstances, you'll attract the right business ideas, everything and anything will happen for you if you come out with these things. So if you really want to be rich, do what I've just shared with you.